Dream on locomotive.
They gotta make it through the nightmare.
Dream on till the morning. Little sunshine.
Love songs, life songs, a love song, love songs, life songs, a love song.
My name is Miyoshi Marie Edwards. I am the founder and executive director of Face 501c3. What made me start Let's Talk About Grief is because in 2022, I lost both my parents within 2 months.
I'm Camila Cruz. I'm the founder of Sorry for Your Lost Cards. It's a grief support company where we're offering support for people who have lost someone or experiencing any kind of other grief.
Our special co-host, Daniel D. Smoke, is a 3-time Grammy-nominated musician, actor, author.
Well, first and foremost, thank you, and thank you for having me here. Thank you all for showing up. I guess I'll start by saying in 2024, on March 30th, I got a call. I was, laying next to my wife, and we got a call saying that my mom had been in an accident, but it wasn't from her, it was from somebody else. And I'm like, well, what's up? Like, tell me what's up. She got to see all her community rally around her, doing our best to nurse her to health, which was our goal, amidst seemingly insurmountable challenges, ups and downs, her, having the will to fight, but then at some point recognizing where things were headed, and, we lost her, subsequently. But my experience is very personal here, and it's very recent, I don't profess to have all of the answers, but what I can say is my tools of navigating grief are very sharp. Back with my cousin, my kid from CMG, tagged her name in the door of my grandma's house like TNT, it would go up. All fun and games till the haters would show up. One of us sent away, lights fade like a low cut. It's too much.
My experience was amazing. It was fantastic. Knowing that I'm surrounded by other women and men, such as myself, that have been dealing with this topic of grief. Knowing that we all grieve differently. However, we're here to support one another. And so being around and surrounded by those that are going through the same thing helps to make my days even better.
My experience here tonight was absolutely amazing. I love being in community with individuals who understand what you've been through and can empathize and be compassionate to you instead of just trying to soothe you and give you empty words of comfort. What I'm gonna take away is the feeling of community. It's hard to be vulnerable sometimes when you've experienced a significant loss, but when you're in community with like-minded individuals, heart-minded individuals, because they understand what you've been through, it makes the process of sharing, caring, crying in a space much easier.
So what was my experience like, and what key points would I take away? Well, one is something comforting about being in a room full of people who carry the same weight as you, that you otherwise wouldn't know. But my main takeaway would be that grief is a gift. It reminds you of how fortunate you are and were to have experienced someone so closely, to have been loved so thoroughly and genuinely, and always looking for what that gift is and allowing it to transform you in positive ways so that you can show up for people. And just hearing how it's a part of life. So the more we learn about how to do it, how to show up for others, the better we become as people in general. So.
Dream on locomotive.
They gotta make it through the nightmare.
Dream on till the